Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWA practice problem 8.13. Now this is an updated version of the video for this practice problem. The old video is linked in the description if you want to see what I did wrong the first time. And I want to give a huge thank you to Bradley Shank 6243 for pointing out a mistake to be corrected and an assumption that can be made to get the answer key's volume. So that said, let's get into it. So the general strategy here will be to create a filled-in version of the mug by sketching the outer contour down here in this view, so the outer contour, and then revolving it. Then we'll create the handle using a sweep, and then do a revolved cut to hollow out the inside. So we'll get started with all of that in the front plane. I'm going to draw a center line going up 115. That's the height of the mug. And then create lines going to the left, up here a little bit. I'm going to switch over to an arc, and then draw another line going up, and just make sure to get the tangency here. And this line should go all the way up to the top, so I'm going to set a horizontal relation there to make sure that that's lined up with the top. Okay, now the reason that I left this one sharp and put this arc in is because one of the dimensions is coming off of the sharp here. So rather than putting this fillet in and not having a sharp to dimension this off of right away, I'm going to go ahead and fill it later after I dimension from that sharp. But for this arc, no sharps and no dimensions coming off of it. All we have is the radius of 85, and the rest are just tangent relations to those lines. Okay, so let's start dimensioning everything. From this sharp to the center line going all the way across is 100. This angle here is 75. We've got a vertical distance from the center of this arc down to the origin of 50. And the radius of this arc is 85. And then from the top all the way across, it's a distance of 75. So looking good, we're fully defined. Now we can put that fillet in, which has a radius of 10. And you can see that from the view on the left side, the radius of 10. And we'll go ahead and close this off, at least partially, at least so the top is closed off. So now we can do the revolve cut. It's still going to complain that it's not fully closed because of this center line here. That's leaving it opened. But it's going to automatically close it for us and revolve about that center line. And so we can just hit enter and we're done with the filled in version of the mug. So now let's work on the handle. And what we'll do there is draw a center line. We're going to draw a line going out here, over here, and down here. We'll leave these sharps in here and fill it later because, once again, we have dimensions coming off of these sharps. We've got one like this 40 goes from sharp to sharp. Okay, so let's draw in the front plane, center line going up, and then horizontal, and then just drawing these lines over here. Okay. So up to the top it's 18. This angle here is 110. And then this line here, the length is 40. And then there's one more dimension that's a little bit harder to see because it's not in this picture. It's down here. From this sharp to the origin horizontally is 75. Now in the original video I was scratching my head because I couldn't figure out how to fully define this. This appears to be able to be moved up and down. But thank you to Bradley for pointing out an assumption that you can make here. This angle here looks like it's perpendicular, and so because we don't really have anything else to go by, let's just make it perpendicular, and that happens to lead to the correct answer, or the answer key's answer. So that's probably what the people that were making this intended, and so that's what we're going to go with. So now we've got a fully defined path. We do want to put those fillets in. of radius 12 here and here. And since we have a circular profile, if we look at any cross section of this handle, it's a circular profile with diameter 12, we can jump right into the sweep. And rather than sketching out that circle and trying to find a place to sketch it and whatnot, we can just select circular profile and set the diameter. Enter, enter, and we're done with the sweep. So one little detail we have to add in here is these fillets where the handle meets the mug, and those are going to be radius 2. So that's going to be here and here. If you're having any trouble with this fillet, you can also try a face fillet and grab this face, and this face, if for whatever reason the edge fillet is not working. But it's working for us here, so we'll use it. And now we're going to hollow out the inside part of the mug. So let's work in the front plane for that. We're going to grab the sketch of that contour, use convert entities. I'm going to trim off the parts that we don't need, like this part and this part. Select all by Control A, and then offset entities. A thickness of 4. We'll reverse so that we're doing it inside, and then just hit enter. Okay, so that's creating this inner contour that we're going to use to revolve cut inside. But this is another thing that Bradley pointed out that was a mistake in my older video. It looks like this part right here is flat. It's not tapering down like this. So when we do the cut, if we use this offset entities, you can see that because this line right here, this edge, is not vertical, it's a little bit off from the vertical, this offset entities, which is going to be perpendicular, is also going to be not quite horizontal. And so this point is going to be down a little bit. So actually, if we try the revolve cut, there's going to be a thin layer on the top that's left over, and we don't want that. So I'm not sure what the best way to handle this is, but the way I'm going to handle it in this video is to just create a line coming off of here, make sure that it's collinear, so that it's like an extension of this line coming out, and then close off the sketch. So basically from here, go to the center line, and then, oops, and then down to here. And, whoops. Okay. That's good enough. Okay, yep. Normal. There we go. Okay, and you know, it's not fully defined, so we can move this up and down, but as long as it's enough up, then it's going to cut out the whole inside, rather than leaving that thin layer on the top. So, looking good. I'm going to exit the sketch because it wasn't letting me do the revolve cut very well when I was in it. So exit the sketch, leave it selected though, and do a revolved cut. We don't want the thin feature. The axis of revolution we want to be right there, but it's not letting me select it, so I'm going to select the contour first, and then see if it lets me select the axis of revolution. There we go. Great. And now the inside is hollowed out. So now we're on the home stretch. We just have one more thing we got to do, which is this little fillet right here of the lip of the mug. So that's going to be a radius 1 fillet on the inside and the outside circles there. Radius 1, inside and outside circles, and that's looking pretty good. So checking our volume, we've got 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, and then it rounds to 2. And the answer key is 142,312 cubic millimeters. So nailed the answer. Thank you so much again to Bradley for the help on this one. Thank you for watching this video, and take care. See you in the next one.